Football League. And we'll see the rookie burner, Jamison Williams. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Eagles and the Texans under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. As the Texans offense. peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mills. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 White.
Here's Hurts to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 43 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple. For their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. An inside give to Jones. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, this can be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 27, Mills. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. In motion right is Watkins.
15, Pioneers. Back to 60.
They go play action with Hurts. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Mills. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you've taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. And don't have any worst-case scenario coming into this game. Another touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mills now. And that is incomplete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. It's taken to the 26.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the will of the worst here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Hassan Reddick in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Mills. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over first and 10. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Left wing 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Watkins, 51 yards. And the Eagles have it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. Here's a give to Jones running left. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a full return. Eagle touchdown. Charles, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out, looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
130 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. First down, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He's airing it out for Williams. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are.
Brandon Cooks, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On first down, Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Again, it's Mills. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions. Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion right is Watkins.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, 47 yards. And the Eagles have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line.
first down throw for Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mills. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Chris Watkins,
31 yards.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Give to Patterson running to the right.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12,
Mills.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
In motion right is Watkins.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown
Lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
39 yards there, a big one.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
60 Maverick.
In motion right is Watkins. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Crush Watkins. 95-yard run. And the Eagles just continue to roll.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Mills on first down.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
A right side run with Patterson.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Mills.
Able to shake him off.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw, Mills.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mills. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
In motion right is Watkins.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 tight.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
In motion right is Watkins. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. First down, Mills. On a slant, here's Collins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. They extend their lead even further. And they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we like to close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Mills throw taken in by Collins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and long for Mills. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in. And
he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 73 yards. And the Eagles have 6 more in the territory. Cruise control right now in the 4th. Well, Charles, they had a comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to bring that lead.
I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Mills toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mills now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back to 60, back to 60. 79 Broncos.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mills. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. One last shot from Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from